Talk about moms today, though, because it is Mom's Day, and I want to just. I began thinking about this message, realizing as I was looking at it again yesterday. I started writing it last Monday, but as I got to the end of the week, I began looking at it, and yesterday I was going through it again and realized that it's not really so much a sermon. It's actually more of a tribute. It's just a tribute to you moms. It's a tribute to who you are and what you are in our lives, and what you mean to us. We don't really say it often enough, and we don't tell you that often enough. And sometimes, as kids, we yell at you, and then quite often we're sorry that we did that, but we do. And then other times we just realize, as we're small, there's no one like Mom. When we get into our teen lives, our teen years, we don't want to have anything to do with Mom. And then by the time we get to be in young adults, moms are getting smarter. And by the time we get to be a little bit older, there's nobody like Mom. It's just an amazing thing. But moms are just an amazing person. This morning, I want to talk about Mom. Basically, I want to talk about Mom, who is Mom, and what is Mom, and all those kinds of things. And I was looking at the scriptures, and I remembered that this was the theme, the light of the world. And so I looked at Matthew 5, 14, 15, and it says there, you're the light of the world, like a city on a hilltop that cannot be hidden. No one lights a lamp and then puts it under a basket. Instead, a lamp is placed on a stand where it gives light to everyone in the house. And I began realizing that in most homes, Mom is that light. And I'm not putting the dads down, and I'm really not. In a few weeks, it'll be Dad's Day, and we'll give honor and tribute to him as well. But today, Mom is it. And Mom, you are the light of the world. There is a position that Mom holds that Dad does not. There's a position that moms have that dads can't fulfill. There's that spot in our lives that moms hold that dads just can't find it and get to it. But I wanted to look at that. I looked at that scripture and I wanted to rewrite it. So I rewrote it to make it sound like this in light of the light of the family. It says, Mom, you are the light of the world, like a city on a hilltop that will not be hidden. A mom is a light, a lamp, and no one can cover that light. It is to be placed on a stand, and it will give light to the whole family. So this morning, I'm going to light two candles. I want to light the one candle that represents Jesus, because I don't ever want to do anything that would overpower or overspeak him. Because to be honest with you, we're here today because of him. We're here today because of what he's done in our lives. We're here today because as a church, that's who we are. We're here today because of Jesus, and Jesus is the light of the world. Even though in this scripture he's talking about Christians and talking about you and as being the light to tell others who Jesus is, but it's all about him. But I also want to light another candle today, and this is for Mom. This is for every mom that's in this church this morning, and every mom that's not, that you're thinking about. Every mom that you have today that maybe you can't be with, and you'd love to be with her, and maybe you'll be making a phone call later. I remember just last night, we were sitting there, and Rosie was saying, she said to me, she said, where's my phone? And I said, well, it's sitting right beside you. And she finally realized it and picked it up, and I said, why? What are you going to do? Well, I'm waiting for Kenny and Robbie to call me. And I said, why, honey? She said, well, because tomorrow's Mother's Day, and they always call me. And I said, they'll be calling you, but it probably won't be until tomorrow. Well, she's probably very excitedly anticipating the phone call from her two oldest sons. She gets to spend it with these two guys later this afternoon, and she's excited about that. But the other one's in in Montana, and the other one, the oldest one, is in Illinois, so they can't be with her today. She's waiting excitedly to hear from those two sons. And so maybe you can't be with your mom today, but you can call her. Don't forget to do that. Call her and say, Happy Mom's Day, Mother. I really wanted to let you know how much I love you. Wish I could be with you, but just make sure you do that. There's just something special about this. There's something special about lighting these candles, representing Jesus, representing Mom. And because Mom is a light. She's a light to you life. I think the other thing that I want to do today is to convince you how important Mom is. Maybe you say, oh, well, my mom's, yeah, she's okay. No, your mom is a light. She is the glue that holds the whole thing together. She really is. Dads, I love you. And husbands, dads, I love you. And I admire most of you today. Most of you. There's a few out there that so get to it. Get with it. But no, I admire you guys today. I really do. But there is something about a mom that dads don't quite measure up to. We try. Oh, we try. But we don't quite get there. But Mom, there's just something about you. And I want to share with you some of those things today. Because I want you to know this morning that, first of all, this light that I just lit, this candle light that I lit, represents a mother's love. Helen Steiner Rice, great poet, died a couple of years ago. Does anybody know who Helen Steiner Rice is? I think she died in the 1800s. so more than a couple of years ago. She wrote this. She's got some wonderful poems, poetry. And this is one. What is a mother? It takes a mother's love to make a house a home, a place to be remembered no matter where we roam. It takes a mother's patience to bring a child upright, and her courage and her cheerfulness to make a dark day bright. It takes a mother's thoughtfulness to mend the heart's deep hurts, and her skill and endurance to mend little socks and shirts. It takes a mother's kindness to forgive us when we err, to sympathize in trouble, to bow our head in prayer. It takes a mother's wisdom to recognize our needs and to give us reassurance by her loving words and deeds.